Hello world, this is me again, your friendly neighborhood Green Party rep for Humber St. Barbe Bayvert. Just another reminder that I may be gone, but I have not forgotten about my subscribers and my loyal viewers on YouTube. Well, for starters, Happy Father's Day to all noble patriarchal parents out there. Had a wonderful time with my father earlier this evening, and I'll be visiting Anne's father and mother later on today. Well, might be curious as to the latest events that have been going on in my projects. Again, my political career is on hold. Too much of a good thing and all that stuff. So, I have taken the time to look up more job postings and try and get my word out, my resume. I've had a few good leads. I've got one on the table right now working with the YMCA, a Youth Services Coordinator or something of that nature. Wouldn't mind, it's a SWASP position, which means that I get paid very little per week, but I get a nice fat tuition voucher at the end. So that would really save my ass. The previous video that I had uploaded about the Creativity website has gone through a few different generations since then, in the brainstorming stage. And it is currently in its version 1.0, I guess. It's a WordPress type website that is advertising my book series. Chance Encounter and Solar Imperium. So, I spent 4 or 5 hours working on that. www.lorecaster.com, LORECASTER.com. It'll be listed in the comments below, I'm sure, in the description. It's working pretty well. Nice typewriter type font and dark scheme. I like it. I must say, it turned out very well. Spent about 4 hours working on it. All well and good. Elijah, one of the founding members of the group, happened across a young author in his travels through Switzerland. I'm envious. And apparently, I think it's a she, would be interested in hosting her novel series on our website as well. So the collective is already growing. So the progress on that is moving along. I did the WordPress page myself, which wasn't that difficult, all things considered. But I need to figure out the PayPal system and see if I want to go with any affiliates like CreateSpace, Lightning Source, and a few others. I've abandoned Lulu. Apparently they're overpriced. Who knew? Okay, what else happened in my life recently? I finished chapter 8. Yes, chapter 8 of my latest novel project, Interdiction. And it worked out so well, it was so powerful and so emotive, says my critique partners, that this particular chapter, this one segment of writing, defines me as a writer for my career. And I was so impressed with the feedback that everyone gave me, that it was such a perfect summation of what the story was about, that I actually had to juggle the chapters of the book around. So now, while it was chapter 8 and 7 are chapters 1 and 2, and 1 through 6 are now 3 through 8. It will require some polish later on, but the book now has a much more hard punch to it in the beginning. You don't actually see the ship, the interdictor, until chapter 3 now, the last paragraphs of chapter 2, which I kind of like. It puts the main character as the main focus of the story and not the ship. I tend to be tech-heavy when I write science fiction. I'm trying to curb that. So there's that. I'm hoping this week to write another 5 or 10 chapters. I like sitting down for 4 hours to buckle down, nose to the grindstone, and produce 4,000 or 5,000 words at a time. I've got chapter list here, chapters 9 through 17, and hopefully I'll be able to produce something nice this week. Get me closer towards my deadline. My 6th novel, Sanctum Requiem, is also a defining work in my career. It worked out really well. It was really powerful writing, says my critique partners. I am overcritical, so I try not to give my own opinions. They said it was great. It did what it needed to do, so it's a success for me. It's currently in editing processes with 2 of my critique partners. When that is dealt with, it'll go to a 3rd editor who will check it for grammar, syntax, confusion, that kind of stuff, mechanics. And when that's all done, I'll make the corrections, print off another copy, and I will start recycling soon. Excuse me. And when that's all taken care of, I get to edit the formatting of the novel and then make it for sale on my website. I also want to give a shout out to an experiment that I've been running. I find myself critically sensitive to mood. If I want to write a chapter of my novel, I've got to be in a very specific mindset. And I'm trying to break that habit. So, I have been running a Pavlovian psychology experiment. Every day, before I begin to write my novel, I go down the road on West Street in Corner Brook to the Brewed Awakening and have an extra large coffee down there. Grab that, come back up, and I'm learning. My body, my brain is learning that when I'm nursing this particular flavor of coffee, it helps me motivate and it helps me produce more writing faster. Of pretty good quality so far, but there were other factors that led to my skill improvement. I guess writing 700,000 words in the past 10 years of creative writing probably has something to do with that. But keeping up my calories and drinking a half a gallon of coffee every day, I'm producing quite a bit of writing. So check out lorecaster.com. Lore as in writing, caster as in magic. And you'll see the outline, the goal that I have for my books. I'm hoping to have Sanctum Requiem out within a month, available for sale on the website. After that, I want to have 5 Elements of Fate by September, Quest of the Avatar by Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, just after Halloween, and I want to have this latest book, Interdiction, put out by Christmas. And sometime next year I'll take care of the Chance Encounter series, Joshua and Chance's book. The reason why I'm so interested now in self-publishing is thanks to a brilliant author, Michael R. Hicks. He wrote the In Her Name, I believe that's what the series is called. Yes, In Her Name. The first novel is free on his website, as unprecedented as that is, and you buy the rest of them. He's completely self-published, and he began the mission in 2008, is when he began that adventure. So in 3.5 years, his monthly sales revenue jumped from enough to buy a case of beer per month, upwards to $15,000 in the month of May. Just 1 month, 15 grand from sales on his website and through other commissioned groups. So my hat's off to you, Michael Hicks, and thanks for inspiring me to do my own work. Hopefully I'm not looking to make that much money, but wouldn't be bad. So, that's my 10 minutes. I thank you all for watching, and that's some of the updates of my week, and I look forward to chatting with you in the days and at most a week to come. Have a great night.